From dark forests to deserted roads, people have witnessed strange sights everywhere. They've spotted odd creatures, lurking beasts and critters that look bizarre. Each encounter drags them into a world of mystery. So tag along for the strange encounters that, if not recorded, would be hard to believe. Siren Sound. While walking in the woods, a villager caught a strange figure standing in the distance. It was a tall, skinny creature. But here's the crazy part. It had a siren-shaped face. Yup, it was a siren head in real life that mimics people and other sounds and animals to attract its victims. When the guy knew he had been spotted, he started running to save his life and hid under a bench. But it reached there as well and looked like it was looking for him. Just when it seemed it would find him, the camera suddenly turned off, leaving viewers wondering if he escaped from or not. Big-eyed alien. Have you ever seen something so strange that it made you stop in your tracks? A villager was wandering through the dark woods at night, trying to find his way back home, when he spotted a creature eating something, and suddenly it made eye contact with the villager. Its eyes glowed in the dark. It looked just like an alien from the movies. The two stared at each other for a moment, and then, before the hiker could react, the alien ran behind some trees and vanished. The hiker couldn't believe his eyes and hurried in fear, wondering what other surprises the woods might hold. Pale creature chase. A video showed someone with a camera walking in an abandoned place. Expecting to record an old, abandoned building and some garbage, well, that did not exactly happen. When the camera turned to the other side, there was a pale, human-like creature sitting in a corner. Yes, much like the mythical Rake, known for dragging its prey into the shadows, it left a trail of fear behind. The creature saw the camera and started running towards it. The person with the camera ran away too. So, it means now we can have a look at rakes, even in daylight. Really scary, so you better be careful. Unexpected forest friend.
Oh, come on inside!
One day in June 2023, a woman went for her usual walk in the woods. But it was different, as a big figure moved in the bushes nearby. There, just off the path, stood a tall, hairy creature she had never seen before. It had brown fur all over, except for its face and hands. It was a Sasquatch believed to roam the forests of North America, especially in the Pacific Northwest. It paid no interest to see her. Before she could get a better look, it went its way behind the trees, leaving the woman with an amazing tale of her close encounter in the woods. Multi-limbed mystery.
Alexis?
As night fell, friends explored the Appalachian woods when they suddenly spotted an unbelievable sight. A pale figure with multiple limbs, resembling a giant spider, but not quite because its head resembled a human head. It was unlike anything they'd ever seen before, and the sight made them uneasy. And it went after them when the one with the camera fell down. No one knows what happened next. The forest seemed to hold its breath, keeping its secrets locked away for another night. Field Phantom. A farmer got a big shock one night in his fields. He saw a weird white creature moving around. It wasn't like any animal he knew, reminding him of a ghost, or perhaps a mythical white tiger slola. The creature twisted and turned in eerie ways, capturing the farmer's full attention. The farmer watched, wondering if he was seeing something from another world. Friendly or not, one thing was certain. He wouldn't get much sleep that night. Roadside Apparition. A night drive turned weird for one couple. There, in the road's center, stood a woman in white, staring right at them. Startled, they hesitated before slowly driving past. They couldn't shake the strange encounter. Why was she there so late, dressed only in white despite the cold? Their families whispered of the legendary weeping woman spirit, but the couple wasn't sure. Was it really something supernatural, or just a lost soul needing help? The mystery of the woman in white haunted their thoughts long after that night. Glowing eyes. In the woods, a local's night walk took a scary turn. As he moved through the trees, he spotted something strange. Skinny creatures with glowing eyes were all around him. Scary part, they moved on all fours. The hiker watched in fear as more and more appeared. The video ended abruptly, and since then, no one has heard about the poor guy. Did the Skinwalkers get him? Let me know what you guys think. Mysterious glow. A local was lost in the woods, trying to find his way out, when he noticed a strange, skinny creature sitting by some bushes. Suddenly, the creature turned, and the guy was met with a pair of glowing eyes. Fear got over him as he recognized the creature. It was a rake, known for its horrifying appearance and quick movements. The hiker knew he had to act fast. Without wasting a second, he started running opposite to the rake. Well, in the woods, the scariest adventures can come when you least expect them. Wall climbing elf. Ever stumbled upon something unusual while wandering through a forest neighborhood? Well, a young explorer heard odd noises and caught a glimpse of a small creature climbing a wall with his camera. It looked like a mythical creature, but when it spotted him, the creature quickly disappeared. He tried to follow, but it was too fast. It was an elf. They are magical beings from myth, often depicted as small creatures with pointed ears who are known for their mischief and connection to nature. The encounter left him with an unbelievable story that no one would accept. Weird walker. A local was driving his car through the woods at night when his car lights showed a weird-looking thing in front of him. It looked like a person, but it was walking in a very strange way. The guy believed it was cursed by demons. He started recording it with his phone, but the video isn't long enough for us to see the end as well. The online spectators believe the guy spotted a shapeshifter, a mythical creature that is believed to take on any shape it wants. So, is it possible that the shapeshifter was in the middle of its transformation when the guy's car spotted him? Let me know your opinion. Bigfoots Hideout. In a hidden corner of the forest, a curious tourist stumbled upon something extraordinary. With his camera rolling, he captured astonishing footage that seemed to reveal the face of a Bigfoot. The creature, in brownish hair, attempts to blend into the shadows of the bushes, but the tourist's keen eye catches its presence. The Bigfoot's prominent nose and bone structure are unmistakable, hinting at a powerful being. The tourist keeps the creature's location secret to protect his home from unwanted attention. Yet, these videos may just hold the key to proving that Bigfoot is not just a legend. Forest Nightmare. Thinking about walking through an Indonesian forest at night could feel like stepping into a real-life nightmare. Some hikers did and found it terrifying. Their flashlights lit up a girl in a white robe, sitting alone and holding a mysterious bag. As they got closer, it got even creepier as they noticed her pale skin, eyes that were wide open, and her mouth was black. Her face looked twisted and strange. The hikers didn't wait to find out what was in her bag, thinking she might be a djinn, a spirit from old tales. This forest clearly had secrets best left alone. Whiteface.
Shit, Joe.
Have you ever seen something that made you want to run? A group of friends were camping in the woods when they felt like someone was watching them. Suddenly, they spotted a creature with a strange white face staring right at them. Panic went over them, as they thought it might be Dracula, the old vampire. It is believed to roam at night with a deep hunger for flesh. Understanding the danger they were in, they ran away from Dracula, not daring to look back. That night, they learned that some places are best left unexplored. Forest Demon. While trying to find his way out of the forest, a lost local's camera suddenly captured a strange figure in the darkness. It was thin and eerie. Its shape resembles a demon. He stared at the screen, unsure if it was a shadow or something more sinister. The creature started moving towards him, and as always, the video stopped there. There was only a glimpse of that demonic creature, so nobody knows what that was and what happened next. However, considering the video was posted by the man's original account, people believe that he came out safely. Crooked Creature. Two friends were camping at night when they noticed movement in the shadows. A pale figure emerged, tall and strange, with long, crooked limbs hanging unnaturally. It crept toward them, and they knew that a rake-like creature coming towards them would have only one reason for its visit: to capture them. Without hesitation, they ran into the woods. The last sounds were their hurried footsteps. Then, everything went silent, leaving onlookers unsure of what happened to them next. Little Green Being.
Allá va.
While hiking through the woods, a hiker spotted a small, green-standing figure in the distance. Curious, he took a few steps closer to get a better look. But before he could get any closer, the creature noticed him and ran, and disappeared into the trees with incredible speed, leaving behind only the rustling of leaves. The hiker caught a glimpse of its pointy ears and couldn't help but think it looked like a goblin from old stories. He couldn't shake the thought of whether he had truly seen a goblin or just something completely different. He knew he wouldn't continue his hike. The woods felt alive with whispers of secrets he didn't want to uncover. Shadowy Watcher. A woman was exploring the woods one afternoon when she came across an old, abandoned building. As she got closer, an uneasy feeling got over her, like eyes were following her every move. She decided to take a quick video, just to capture the strange sight. In the footage, there was a dark shadow peeking from the building's edge, barely visible. It looked almost human, but twisted in a way that reminded me of an old legend about a forest spirit known to guard such places. Unaware of the hiding figure, the woman calmly recorded what she wanted, and came back. But, can you believe it? She had been just steps away from what could have been a real nightmare. Jumping Witches. Some friends were camping at night when they spotted two white figures on a nearby hill. At first, they thought they were campers, but then something felt off. One of the figures jumped from the top and landed in a bush below, a jump too high for any normal person. The other figure followed it as well, and the camper knew but did not want to believe it. As the first figure started gliding toward them, were they really witches? No one knows what happened next, but netizens suggested the campers might not have escaped after all. Alien Encounter. A camper heard strange noises in the woods and quickly grabbed his camera to record. Peeking through the trees, he spotted unexpected gray beings with big black eyes and thin bodies. They resembled the aliens often seen in movies. Seeing they were more in number, he chose to hide behind a tree. After a moment, he cautiously looked out, only to find the beings right in front of him. It seemed he now had proof that aliens were living among us. Some people have already seen them, while others will in the future. And who knows, you might even become one of them. Roadside Mystery. Have you ever been on a road trip and caught a glimpse of something creeping in the trees? That's exactly what happened to a group of friends one night. They decided to pull over and shine their headlights, hoping to uncover the mystery. At first, the woods were silent, but then a shadowy figure began to emerge from the dry brush. Dressed in black and hunched over, it held a twisted walking stick. One friend nervously whispered that it could be a witch, recalling tales of wandering spirits. They exchanged worried glances, wondering what could be lurking in the dark. And they knew that staying there wouldn't be in their favor, so they raced their car and wondered if they had just encountered something truly otherworldly. River Shadow. A fisherman was relaxing by the river, hoping to catch some fish, when he spotted a strange shadow among the bushes on the bank of the river. The shadow stood still, and it was very clear for a moment. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, it vanished into the thick brush. Confused and curious, the fisherman wondered what he had seen. Was it a lost animal, a person hiding, or something more mysterious? He was left behind with an unsettling feeling of being watched. In the depths of nature, the most unexpected encounters often leave the biggest mysteries behind. Family in the woods. What do you think hunters are in the forest for animals? But this one was out there to see the mythical human-like beings. He came face to face with a large, hairy creature who emerged from the bushes, walking on two legs. Hold on, it wasn't alone. Behind it came another, slightly smaller, carrying its baby in its arms. The hunter soon realized he was watching a family of Bigfoot. The rare sight of a Bigfoot couple with their little one filled him with wonder, leaving him with an incredible story to share. As he quietly observed them, he couldn't help but wonder how many others had glimpsed this hidden world in the woods. Nighttime Crawler. Have you ever seen a strange thing captured at night that is a part of a nightmare? If not, then watch this! One night, a local was captured while sitting in his car with headlights on when he caught a big, skinny creature creeping in from the left side, emerging from the darkness. It crawled slowly across the view, looking nothing like any normal animal. It seemed to be trying hard not to be seen. Then it disappeared into the darkness on the right. The homeowners must have been shocked when they watched the video later. I mean, if it was me, I would have probably thought about selling the property to avoid any more midnight intruders. Glowing eyes.
What the fuck is that?
A lost hiker was trying to find his way out of the woods at night when his flashlight beam stumbled on two glowing white eyes that were staring right at him. There, in the darkness, stood a massive, hairy creature. Its eyes reflected the light like a cat's, but this was no kitty. The hiker realized he might be face to face with a legendary Bigfoot. Luckily for our hiker, this Bigfoot seemed more curious than hungry. The moment it realized it had been spotted, the creature turned and ran. Behind the trees, the hiker knew how close he came to danger. After all, if a hungry Bigfoot decides to have you as its dinner, then there's not much chance of escape in the dark forest. Abandoned house. Paranormal investigators arrived at an abandoned house, excited to explore. As they approached, they noticed a pair of glowing eyes staring at them from the shadows. The creature seemed to blend into the darkness, but its bright eyes were impossible to ignore. Fear washed over them, and they instinctively took a step back. They exchanged nervous, unsure of what to do next. The thrill of the investigation turned into a moment of hesitation as they wondered if they should continue or leave the strange place behind. Well, the creature was none other than a rake, a creepy creature from urban legends, known for its skinny body that terrifies anyone who sees it. Forest giant. In the forest, a hiker's walk took an unexpected turn. In the distance, something massive moved between the trees. It was far away, but unmistakably huge. The hiker's eyes widened as he took in the creature's familiar features, just like the stories he'd heard about Bigfoot. Its black fur stood out against the greenery as it moved along. Completely unaware of its observer, the creature continued its journey, disappearing behind the thick trunks. The hiker stood still, wondering if anyone would believe his tale. Nighttime Colossus. One September night in 2024, an explorer was exploring the remote woods when his flashlight beam caught a pair of eyes reflecting back at him. The creature, impossibly tall, moved back and forth. Yes, like a cryptid creature, are known for their mysterious appearances and eerie behavior, often linked to unexplained disappearances and livestock attacks. A whistle from the man made it hide in the shadows, leaving him to wonder what he'd just encountered in the darkness. He felt a mix of fear and curiosity, wishing he could uncover the mystery hidden among the trees. Would he be brave enough to find out? Pale Crawler. A camper's trail camera captured a strange video that quickly went viral, leaving viewers confused. The blurry footage showed a pale, human-like creature crawling through a thick forest. Its body was unnaturally thin and oddly shaped, with skin that stood out against the dark trees, giving it a spooky, otherworldly look. Some people called it a Skinwalker, while others thought it might be the legendary Rake. A few even speculated it could be an alien visitor. As the video spread, the mystery deepened, sparking discussions and fear about what might be lurking in the woods. Tentacled Mystery. A local was wandering in the woods when he spotted a glowing creature hovering above the ground. Bright tentacles waved around its body, shining with a strange light. It was too far to make out details, but it was clearly not of this world. In the blink of an eye, the strange being jumped out of sight, vanishing as quickly as it had appeared. The hiker stood in amazement, wondering if he'd just spotted a legendary cryptid. These creatures are mysterious beings from folklore and urban legends, often described as elusive and unproven by science. Shadowy Camper. Have you ever captured something strange on video that made you scared? Well, this person did! While filming his son having fun in nature, he noticed a dark figure moving behind the trees. The creature moved in a way that felt strange and unsettling. It wasn't waving hello. Its arms moved as if it was performing some sort of ritual. Might be black magic, or maybe something else. He quickly stopped recording, filled with fear, and started running. He would never be brave enough to go back, as shadows whispered secrets only the night could understand. Stone Thrower. The hiker's walk was interrupted by an unusual sight. Right in the middle of the path stood a small, odd-looking creature. It had rough skin and pointed ears, just like the goblins from old stories. Goblins are mischievous, often evil mind creatures from folklore, known for their cunning nature and love of trickery. When it realized it had been spotted, the creature's eyes widened. It scooped up a stone and threw it towards the hiker. Before the surprised walker could react, the goblin-like creature quickly ran away, vanishing into the thick bushes, holding secrets and surprises just waiting to be found, filling him with a curious urge to explore even further. Pale Chaser.
Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a buck?
What is that?
A group of friends were driving past some fields when something scary happened. They spotted a strange, skinny creature with pale skin emerging from the dark. It wasn't there to say hello. The creature started running right towards their car to show them they had entered the wrong place. The friends didn't wait to find out what they wanted. They hit the gas and sped away as fast as they could. What was that pale thing? A rake? Yes, it was. Known for dragging its prey into the shadows, it left a trail of fear behind. Descriptions tell of its gaunt figure and elongated limbs lurking silently, always watching. Giant forest spider. Have you ever seen something so unbelievable that it made you question reality? Well, I have one story. In the Congolese forest, a trail camera captured an astonishing sight. A creature with 8 legs, like a giant spider, crawled from one side of the bushes to the other. But this wasn't an ordinary spider. It was massive. The camera had caught a Jiba Fofi, a legendary giant spider known for its enormous size. Imagine a spider as big as a dog, or even larger. This footage proves that the forest can hold creepy crawlies much bigger than we think. Two-legged terrors. On a dark night, a person was driving through a jungle when something strange happened. The car's headlights showed a scary sight on the road ahead. Many creatures were standing right in the middle of the path. They had only 2 legs and looked like humans, but not exactly. The creatures were tall and thin. Their skin looked pale in the car's lights. They stood still, like they were waiting. There were so many of them, spread across the road. Luckily, nothing bad happened. The driver moved past the creatures, who didn't try to stop the car. And that's how the guy came out from the devil's mouth alive! A local walk turned into a nightmare. As he filmed his stroll down a dim, tree-lined path, a weird thing appeared. Behind the last tree, a strange figure showed up. It didn't look human at all. The creature had no visible legs, just long, skinny arms holding it up. Its eyes were dark and scary looking. He ran away fast after seeing it. He thinks it might have been a Skinwalker, a shape-shifting spirit from Navajo stories. These tricky beings can look like humans or animals, and try to lure people into the woods. Lakeside rakes. At night, a house's security camera caught a strange thing. By the water channel behind the house, a pale, skinny creature jumped in. It wasn't a person. It looked like a mythical creature called a rake. But that's not all. On the other side of a small bridge, another one was lying down. What were these creepy beings doing there? The footage left everyone wondering what happens when the cameras aren't rolling. Goatmans Woods. In Pennsylvania's Appalachian Mountains, a man's evening walk took a dark turn after his dog vanished into the forest, making strange sounds. After hours of searching, the man recorded a tall figure with a goat's head and a human body. It could have been the legendary Goatman, known for eating animals. Unfortunately, the dog was never found. The video served as a reminder that these ancient mountains still hide dangerous, long-forgotten secrets. Windshield Terror. A shocking video captured a terrifying creature climbing onto a couple's car windshields. It had a black, featureless face that seemed to stare right into the vehicle. It looked like a demon. The couple was shouting for help, and the video cut off suddenly, leaving the ending a mystery. What happened next? Did the couple manage to escape, or did the creature get inside? Viewers were left guessing. The eerie footage makes you wonder if some mysteries are better left unsolved. Furry forest dwellers. In a rainforest, a man found himself in a bizarre situation. Hiding in tree branches, he filmed tiny, furry creatures hurrying below. These strange beings looked like something from a fantasy movie, almost like the Ewoks from Star Wars. But his footage left people wondering, what were those little fuzzy forest dwellers? Are there whole societies of these creatures living hidden in the jungles? This video opened up a world of questions about what might be out there, unseen. Camping van visitor.
Mikey, get it. You guys are letting me.
A camping trip took an unexpected turn when friends spotted a small creature on the top of their van. One friend noticed it first, creeping closer. They managed to film a quick glimpse before it vanished. Even 12 years later, no one knows what it was. Some think it might have been a koala, but the creature had a tail. Something koalas don't have. The blurry video quality makes it hard to identify. Whatever it was, it left the campers with a mystery they'll never forget. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day.
Looks almost like an angel.
You zoomed in?
Yeah, it's all the way in.
A Texas family's ordinary day took a surprising turn when they spotted something incredible in the sky. A white, human-like figure with wings floated silently above them, standing out against the blue sky. They watched in amazement as it glided gracefully, only to vanish into the clouds moments later. It was an angel. They are often seen as powerful, celestial beings that bring messages of hope and protection to those in need. The family couldn't shake the feeling of wonder, adding their story to the many mysterious sightings in Texas's vast skies.